Hey everybody, it's Christine, and today I'm going to answer questions that I get a lot, which is, how do you start a habit, or how do you break a not so great habit? Starting habits like a spiritual practice or going to the gym, breaking habits like biting your nails or too much Facebooking, whatever it is. I get asked this question a lot. How do I start this or stop this? Well, the most simplest answer is you just do it or you stop doing it. But I know you want a little more information than that because sometimes it's hard to just do it or stop doing it. So here are some tips for you on how to make anything a habit. And how we get rid of old bad habits is we start new self-supportive ones. So the first thing is you've got to have a good toward reason. I'm going to link to a blog I wrote back in the past about toward versus away from motivation. But basically, toward motivation is a pulling motivation. There's some kind of why, some kind of vision that's pulling you toward a goal. Away from motivation feels like pushing and you just want to get rid of something. So take the example of exercise and working out. Most people use away from motivation. They want to get away from feeling bad about their bodies or overweight or not in shape or whatever it is, and so they like push themselves to the gym. And maybe in January you start off, but by March you fall flat. You need something that pulls you toward it. So why exercise is so easy for me is I have a big why. I want to be around for a long time. I want to feel strong in my body. I want to feel like I can really live into my full potential as a human being. I mean, we've been gifted with these awesome bodies. Why not use them? So I have a lot of toward motivation. I'm really clear about my vision and my why. So whatever it is, whatever you want to start, you've got to have a big why. Because if you don't have a good enough reason and it just feels like a should, you're not going to do it. For example, if you want to start meditating because you feel like you should, you're not going to stick to it. You've got to have a bigger why. Do you want to lower cortisol levels in your body? Do you want your mind to be able to be more focused? Do you want to extend your lifespan because you know how to manage stress? Those are not should reasons. Those are all great toward reasons. So get yourself a why. Otherwise, it's just going to feel like pushing and shoulding, and you don't want to should all over yourself. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is set up practices around it that make it enjoyable. You know, make working out fun. Maybe join ClassPass or a new gym. You know, for my meditation practice, when I was really trying to make it a habit, I wanted to set the scene. So I made sure I had an altar and nice candles and some music and flowers. I did things that I would look forward to. So really set the scene around you. And the final thing, and this is the kicker, and this is key, and this can make anything a habit, is to commit to it for 40 days. Start some kind of 40-day practice. All the scientists and yogis and spiritualists out there agree that it's around 40 days that something becomes a habit. So let's use the example of meditating. You know, I got that question yesterday. How can I really stick to my meditation practice? You do it every day, first thing in the morning, before you get distracted, before you check your email, before you get distracted. You do it first thing, and you do it 40 days in a row, which means that if on day 39 you don't do it, you start over. It doesn't mean, oh, well, I went 39, that's good enough. You know, you've got to get 40 consecutive days in a row. Yes, even weekends, yes, even holidays, yes, even your birthday. And here's the thing, something that you're trying to make a habit, you don't want to feel like, oh, I really need a day off from that. You want it to feel enlivening. So if it doesn't, you go back to step one and look at your why. So again, to review, make a good why, get clear on your vision. 2, set the stage. Do what it takes to really make you feel supported in your goal. You know, have those kind of extra little things that make it more rewarding and more fun. Get creative. And the third thing, most important, 40-day practice. 40 days, 40 consecutive days. Start over if you break it. And after those 40 days, it will become a lot easier. And meditating or exercising or whatever it is will be as easy as brushing your teeth. Okay, Lightworkers, I hope this helped you. I'll see you next week. Much love and many blessings.